Hey guys, so as you guys can tell, today I'm going to be doing a reading vlog. Well, not just for today, it's going to be until I finish Reckless and another book that I'm reading, but most likely once I finish Reckless. I am currently reading Reckless, as I just mentioned, and I'm also reading a book on my Kindle app. It's called The Last Tiger. I don't remember the author's name. I'll put it somewhere in the screen. It's actually two siblings, a brother and a sister, that wrote a story about their grandparents' love, and it's like a historical fiction and has a little bit of fantasy elements from what I can tell. But so far I'm loving it. It's really good. And I'm also, like I said, reading Reckless. I've already read the first part, which you guys have seen that in past videos, and I am so happy to have started to read this book. Like I said, I hadn't bought it because I had other books that I wanted to read, which I read The Floating World, I think it's called, that I got on my Fairy Loot box, and I've read also another book called Under the Oak Tree by Suji Kim. And I was like, let me read those books that I already had on my bookshelf. And then I got this book for Christmas. Oh my gosh. For my birthday. For my birthday. And I was like, since I got it, I am going to start reading it, obviously, since I finished the other books. So I'm only right now in chapter 8. I've read chapter 8 the past day, and I am loving it so far. And I am like so excited to continue reading it because obviously I'm just only 8 chapters in, so it's not like a lot has really happened. It's just kind of like continuing from where it left off in the previous book. But so far, I am loving it. I do want to really get to Kit's point of view, but I think that's going to take a little bit longer to get to because obviously I want to know also his side. Because if you guys don't know, there's like a love triangle going on here. And I also want to see like what's his point of view. Because obviously we know Kai's point of view is kind of obvious. He makes it very obvious and very known. But Kit, on the other hand, he's more like reserved. He keeps it to himself. He acts strong. But who knows what's actually going down deep down, you know? So I'm excited to continue reading it. So you guys are going to be seeing me reading this book. I did order The Last Tiger on Amazon, which is going to be getting here on Tuesday. Which, who knows, maybe I'll start reading it on the book or just continue it on the Kindle app. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll let you guys know also how that book is going as I read it. How I do reading, I usually like to have a physical book and then also a book that I read on the Kindle app, usually that is free. And I was like, you know what? I saw that The Last Tiger came out and I read the storyline and the blurb, and I was like, ooh, that sounds like an interesting book to read. And it's given almost like K-drama, but real life. And if you guys don't know, I love watching K-dramas. And I was like, yes, I need to read it. And I started reading it. I wasn't going to get the physical book right away. I was like, let me finish the book, see if I actually like it. Because I had some credits on my Kindle app, so I just used that to basically get the book for free. But then I was reading it, and I'm not even like 2 chapters in. But I really can tell I'm going to love it. The way the authors, the brother and sister write, it's amazing. It's almost like the way that they describe everything, you feel like you're in the story, like you're going through what they're going through, which I love. And I love when it has also like historical stuff, elements in the actual book itself, which it has to do with like the Korean War. If you guys don't know about it, I don't know much about it either. I know I've seen a few movies of it and read here and there about it, but I'm not an expert in it. But either way, I love anything with history, and I love learning about the histories of like different countries and places. So reading about it makes it even more fun. So I'm so excited to continue reading that book. And like I said, I'll keep you guys updated. I don't know how much more reading I'm going to get done today, but I think I'm going to keep reading Reckless for now, since I feel like it's easier for me to read on my phone, because I use the phone for reading on the Kindle app. So sometimes like it's hard for me to just grab a book because I always have my phone with me, you know. So I think I'm gonna keep reading Reckless because the chapters are pretty short also compared to The Last Tiger. The chapters here are really short, so I'm gonna try to get to like 2 to 3 more chapters just to get more into the book and find out what's happening next. because it's getting to like an interesting part. So I want to keep reading this, and then if anything interesting happens that I want to talk to you guys about, I'll talk to you guys later, or maybe sometime this week. So I am about like 80% done with Powerless. Let me show you guys. This is how much I have left. So I'll probably be done in like 2 days. I'm not a really fast reader, so it takes me a while. But I'm loving it so far. I love the relationship between Kai and Peyton. But I also want to see what's going to happen once Peyton and Kit get together, because obviously Kit likes Peyton, even though right now he thinks he's like upset with her because obviously what she did. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I wonder what is gonna happen once he sees her, if his feelings are gonna stay the same, or if his love for her, or liking the like that he has towards her, is gonna make him forget what she did, you know. Not that I think he will forget, but would have let him forgive her, you know. But yeah, so I'm curious about that. But I'm loving it so far. The other book, The Last Tiger, I haven't read that in a few days actually, because I am trying to finish at least this one, since I'm like basically almost done. I was like, you know what? Let me just focus on finishing Reckless, and then that way I can just focus on finishing the other book. Because at least that one I could read it physically or digitally on the Kindle app. So since this one I only have it physically, I'm like, might as well try to finish this one first. But I am loving it so far. I love like the slow burn. So if you guys like slow burn, I feel like Powerless, the trilogy, is probably gonna be something that you guys would like to read. Obviously I've only read now 2 of the books, but I'm sure the other books are going to be just as great, and I want to see what's going to happen. So I'm going to keep reading this, and if there's anything else, I'll update you guys, or maybe I'll just update you guys once I'm done reading the book and give you guys my thoughts. I'm probably not going to give a lot of information because, like I said, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't read it. So I'm just going to give you guys like a little summary of what I thought about the book.
So guys, I finished Reckless. Where's my book? Let me find it. I have completed reading this book, and my gosh, the ending, for those who haven't read it, obviously I'm not going to spoil anything because I'm not going to, but I was like, my jaw was opened. I was in shock. It was not what I was expecting for an ending. And I mean, maybe other people assumed that what was going to happen, but I had no idea. Like, that's the last thing I thought he was going to do. But I already want to read Fearless, I think is what comes next. I want to read Fearless because now I just want to know what's going to happen. Like, I don't want to say too much because I feel like if I do, I'm going to give it away. But basically is the book 5 out of 5. I love it. I have loved the series so far. Like I said, the first one I loved, but the second one I feel like I love it even more because we get to see Kai and Peyton's relationship grow. But then also the ending was a shock. So I have to read the other one. I don't know when I'm gonna get the book because I have another book. Like I said, I have The Last Tiger that I also need to read, but I just need to know what's gonna happen next. But either way, I'm going to continue reading The Last Tiger, but I'm probably going to continue it on another vlog. And then I'll probably, if I have Fearless by then, I'll also be reading it together. But for sure, I'm going to do a separate vlog for The Last Tiger because, like I said, I had stopped reading it. So I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts. And last like impressions of the book of Reckless, and like I said, I loved it. Maybe not for everyone, like I said, but I love this book and I cannot wait to read the rest of the series. So if you guys haven't read it, I literally told my sister, had her get one of my books, the first one, Powerless. I gave it to her because I was like, I need someone else to read it with me because I need someone else to talk to. I'm telling you, the ending was so shocking that I literally told my husband as soon as he got back home from work. He just was on the bed and I was like, I have to tell someone. So I'm telling you because I can't tell my sister Malky because she still hasn't read it. So I was like, I at least need to tell someone. So you're going to be the one that's going to have to hear. So yeah, so I told him because I had to vent with somebody else. And I know he's not going to read it because he's not really a reader. So I was like, I need to tell someone. So obviously I had to tell my husband. But yeah, I loved it. I don't know how much more I'm going to say that I love the book. But either way, we're going to continue this series. I think I'm going to make like a book review series or like book reading series in my channel. I'm not going to make it like the main thing, but I think I'm going to probably do like episodes. And I actually I started a bookstagram. It's just to show some of my reviews as well and some books that I like. It's called Mercy of the Realms. So I think I'm gonna probably make this episodes and series also like Mercy of the Realms episode 1 or episode 2 and stuff like that. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. I'm going to keep reading The Last Tiger and I'll give you guys an update on the next book related video. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And let me know if you guys have read any of the series or at least up to where I am right now. Let me know what are your thoughts, if it gets better, if you like it or not. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys on the next one. Adios.